Or we can apply it this way. The battles in the Old Testament really speak to, by way of application, the many struggles that all of us as Christians face with sin and temptation in our own lives. And here's the principle applied there. If you want to do a great work for God, you must deal first with sins that may remain embedded within your own heart and life. Listen to how Paul applies this principle to Timothy, a young Christian leader. And he says this to Timothy: if anyone cleanses himself from what is dishonorable, he will be a vessel for honorable use. If you cleanse yourself from what is dishonorable, then when you've fought that battle, you will be a vessel for honorable use, set apart as holy and useful for the master of the house, ready for every good work. In other words, Paul's saying to Timothy, as God's word says to us today, do you want to be useful to the master? You want to be ready for every good work? You want to be a vessel for honorable use? You really want to be useful to God? Here's what you must do. You must cleanse yourself from all that dishonors God. And so Paul goes on to say to Timothy, so flee youthful passions, pursue righteousness and faith and love and peace, along with all those who call on the Lord from a pure heart. So do you see, here is a tremendous motive for pursuing holiness of life, for waging war against sins that you might otherwise allow to settle and remain embedded and not feel that you really have to drive them out. Think of what you could be for the Lord. Think of what he might do through you if you drove out the sins that have gained power within your own life. Don't let an impure heart keep you on the sidelines on the usefulness that you might otherwise have for God. Here's this great principle then. Any great work of God begins with a person who gets serious about the pursuit of holiness. Any great work of God begins with people who get serious about the pursuit of holiness.